are we looking at today?
Taj Mahal. This is Taj Mahal. It is definitely not Taj Mahal. It's actually Perla Santana, but I'm just following along with the industry standard of naming everything that comes near within a 3 mile radius of the Taj Mahal quarry and calling it Taj Mahal. You see the emails I get. It's Taj Perla. It's Taj this. It's Taj that. And it's just a matter of getting me to open the seat just to look close enough to Taj Mahal, and I can core is completely different. Exactly that.
Well, over here at Arista, we really like to keep the integrity with the material. So if it's called Perla Santana, we call it Perla Santana. That is probably the important part of it, is we're not going to charge you a Taj Mahal price for something that just simply is not Taj Mahal. Because if we're being honest, there's only one true version of Taj Mahal. There are theories as to why it became so popular. On the marketing side, it looks like somebody posted a reel one day and all of a sudden everyone and their mothers wanted leather Taj Mahal. On the supplier side,
it just seems like there was just such we don't know for sure if it was artificial or not, but then you're hearing that there just wasn't enough supply. And of course you hear a lot of things and it's natural though too. It's natural for the quarries to not produce good blocks, right? Yeah. And so part of it is they're not producing enough good blocks. Whatever's coming out of the quarries, it's B grade, it's C grade. But there's a running joke right now. It's like before the blocks even touch the ground, it's already sold.
So that's what happens with us. Our stock is, and that's why we're not able to show you any Taj Mahal today. It's 90% pre-sold by the time Taj even hits the ports, which means the second that it's in our showroom, we get a whole juggernaut full of people inside our Arista Tempe showroom that are just waiting for the first glimpse of Taj Mahal to kind of get their pick and get their money in.
We're really lucky that the Salt Lake City location even gets some of the Taj Mahal that we get, just because, some people cancel their orders or they make adjustments, whatever it is. So we're like lucky to be able to get what we can get.
Right.
But it's really, and the hard thing too is that there is Taj Mahal out there. The thing is, there is supply. Not all of it is good. And for us, it's not about, we first of all do not want to carry the alternatives unless it looks really good, right? Yeah. So that's number one. Number two, we don't want to carry Taj Mahal if it looks mediocre, right? Because the whole point is, it doesn't look good, I don't want it. Yeah, right? I don't want to sell
quality over having something. Exactly.
And that's, I think, the concern that I have right now with the market. It's like really interesting because I'm seeing, again, high-end homes because it's Taj Mahal, they're putting it in, but it's very mediocre Taj.
Right.
And so now it's like, are we using it because of the name, or are we using it because of what it is? And if we are using it because of what it is, why are we not trying to seek out alternatives, right?
Right.
It's like Perla Venata is like the closest to Taj Mahal, and it's beautiful, and you have a lot of beautiful blocks out there, but it's like the moment you give out that name Perla Venata, just kidding, I don't want it.
Right. Exactly. We had a client in here the other day that was looking for Macchia Vecchia. However, we call our Macchia Vecchia here Machiavelli Joe. I personally named it after myself. It's kind of the running joke in our family, but it's just how it appeared on our supplier sheet. So that's just what we ran with. And so we got them on the phone and they were like, oh, we're looking for Macchia Vecchia. And I was like, oh, we don't have that exact name, but we have Machiavelli Joe, which is essentially the exact same thing. They were like, no, that's okay. We're looking for the Macchia Vecchia specific. Even after really explaining that it is the same thing, it's just some people really, really need that name. And power to you. If that's what you want, that's what you want. No one's ever going to stop you.
So in general, that happens with a lot of materials. I feel like a lot of distributors especially do like to change the name because, one, they don't want you going to the competitor to see what's their price, what's their version. So changing the name up is sometimes, there for a competitive advantage and for a reason. But, but it comes down to, are we looking at it for the sake of how nice it looks, or are we looking at it for a name? So we've seen a lot of in the industries, a lot of people having the lookalikes, putting that Taj Mahal name on it.
Right.
Because it'll get them a few extra bucks, or it'll get them a guaranteed sale.
Right.
And for me, that's just not something that, and as a company, we just don't feel comfortable doing that.
And I feel like we don't really expect people to come to us and not get anything but the best quality service and truthful materials. We'll be the first person to say, oh, this lot of material isn't really the best, but that's why it's priced the way that it's priced. We're the first people to say, oh, like, we love our marbles, but if you have kids that are spilling spaghetti sauce everywhere, maybe it's not for you, even though we are such marble nuts.
I think sometimes our suppliers are kind of caught up, like, here's some Taj Mahal, and I'm like, but is this the color tone that we're looking at? Can we get a video? Can we validate it? It's like, for a lot of them, it's like, they send a Taj Mahal offer, poof, it's gone.
Right.
But, it's not enough for me to, again, to just take it. Like, it's not enough for us. Like, and again, I know our team also cares about the quality, because for us, it's more than just okay, we have Taj Mahal. We want to be proud. We're more proud of the fact that we care about our culture, and less so about the fact that we have Taj Mahal. It's at the end of the day, trends will change,
Hmm.
right? Like, today's Taj Mahal could be tomorrow's Mykonos, could be Mont Blanc, could be Cristallo, any of those things. And so, the biggest thing is we want to carry that integrity throughout the company,
Right.
throughout the company's existence, and that comes down to just from the get go, right? Honest with what we're carrying.
Right. Well, what do you think makes the Taj Mahal so unique and so, I guess, wanted in the designer community? I have always thought it's because of like its neutrality. It's had some really, really great like gray or taupey undertones. It has some really light colorings to it, some golden veins. Really, depending on the lot that you get, I've even seen some with green veins that are absolutely stunning. So what kind of makes it, in your opinion, the talk of the town?
Exclusivity. um, no, for real, it's hard. It's hard not to think that again. But yes, you have so many other beige alternatives. You have so many other neutral alternatives. Obviously, I think the one thing about Taj Mahal is the fact that it is a quartzite, so it's going to be more durable than say neutral colored ice.
Yeah.
But again, that's kind of the thing that I question sometimes when I look at is I think one, it is so neutral. It is so timeless in the look. It's not heavy on the veining. Again, depending on the lot. It's so neutral. It's so durable. And it's really meant to like withstand that test of time. But again, on the flip side, I think that it's kind of like the it color right now. It's kind of like
It's the Serena Vanderwood.
yeah, it's the color that everybody just wants to have and has to get their hands on. It's kind of it's the Birkin. It's like I finally got my hands on it. There's so little of it out there in the world. The whole world wants it. So I think there's like two parts to that, and I think that there are designers who really care about having the timeless look and therefore it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of our designers coming to us being like, oh, you have XYZ too.
Mhm.
Like, oh, wait, these are actually really great options to have.
Mhm.
Because, and that's been our focus too, is we don't care to just have Taj. Like, this is not our only neutral option, right? It's, again, we have the Pearl Santanas, the Bonatas, the alternatives. Yeah. We have the Rhinos, which have the white with the warm tones to it.
The white camouflage, one of my favorite.
Against neutral colors. So I think a lot of it is also, and that's where I think it's been interesting having these talks with designers because we're seeing, okay, the trend is neutral. Neutral does not mean Taj.
Right.
I think right now, and I think that's when you're working with a designer, that's important because I think when you're working with a designer's going to say neutral is not just Taj Mahal. Neutral is neutral, and you can find them in any kind of array of stone.
Right. Right. And I think what's important about choosing your stone and choosing your neutral is like making sure that it feels comfortable to you and your design and not just getting it because that's what is the hottest color right now. I mean, look at this Perla Santana right here. No, it's not necessarily the Taj Mahal. It carries a lot of the same color profiles, and honestly, I think it's a little bit prettier than some of the other Taj Mahals that we've had in the past too.
That's literally what our entire team said. It's like, wait, this actually looks better than Taj Mahal, and it's like, yeah, because there's
Right.
Taj Mahal out there that's just not looking right.
Right. Right. I completely agree. Well, I kind of stand by our original statement. Our tagline at Arista Stones used to be a stone for every style and a price for every budget. And even though our tagline is now is better stone experience, I feel like we still really embody that in the materials that we carry. And we're just really excited for you guys to come and check us out and see whatever neutral or not neutral options we have